Now, let's cross over to Sakina. And, well, I think it's just Sakina at this point. Perhaps Canny is with her. I can't see. Canny is with her, our SABC News reporter that's been working on the story for what to expect today. Sakina, let me hand it to you.
Well, thanks, Leanne, and welcome back to the Bridget Mabandla Justice College. And Kenny with me here. Kenny, General Sibiya expected today, and he will be here for the next 4 days. That's into next Monday. But of course, witness F, you know, he was meant to also give evidence that I'm sure the commission would have wanted to put to General Sibiya as well, given that he seemed to be a sort of middleman, a runner, if you will, it seems, for General Sibiya. But he, of course, has now been hospitalized. But it was clear from the very onset, the first day that he appeared, that there was a bit of stalling tactics being applied, and that he really wasn't very keen on being here and giving the sort of evidence that in ways he has to some degree given.
Indeed, Witness F's testimony, I think, would have been a great precursor to explain how deep those alleged networks go, because it seems that from the vantage point of Lieutenant General Shadik Sibiya, there's a lot more that you can get from those WhatsApp exchanges, and the conversation now goes beyond the two prominent figures that have been named from the beginning. That is even the July media briefing, that is Katiso Katie Molefe and Vusimuzi Kat Matala. It seems that from Witness F's testimony, we started to hear new names that we've never heard before regarding this alleged Big Five cartel that seemingly everyone was trying to shut down when the allegation came about. But it seems that through those WhatsApp exchanges, it would have been great to see what more was inside those exchanges of Witness F's WhatsApps with various different figures and the kind of meetings that were being arranged, because we were now starting to hear different names, names such as King Swazi. We're starting hearing names like Stephen Mutsumi. That were, yes, which were coming into the fray. And Sonono was actually even afraid to say the name off of a text message that he didn't even send. It was something that was sent to him by General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, but he even didn't want to go there off of just reading the name. So we were going to get a much clearer picture from those WhatsApp exchanges. I'm sure there's nothing that stops Advocate Chalskison from reading it into the record, but the purpose is to hear from the witness themselves as to what exactly was taking place, so that the commission is able to test the veracity of that version. Be that as it may, we're not going to get that particular evidence yet, or at least until the 16th of March, because Witness F has since been hospitalized and there was that medical certificate attached to the postponement application. But I suspect that those messages will still be relevant, even if they haven't been led the remainder, that is, in the 4 days that Lieutenant General Shadik Sibiya is expected to testify, because this particular individual, that is Witness F, clearly served as an alleged runner or middleman for Lieutenant General Shadik Sibiya and his alleged dealings with these shadowy figures, whether it is the delivery of impalas, whether it is setting up those meetings. I do remember that in the testimony, Witness F attempted to rationalize his conduct by stating that Vusimuzi Kat Matala came to a meeting at the SABC headquarters about his SABC contract, and that was when he was told by Sibiya that Sibiya is busy, he has all these meetings, he sometimes misses text messages, so this is going to be the person that you deal with. But that doesn't resolve the issue or the questions that emerge from the conduct, because you'll often find that these implicated persons have a very similar MO of trying to distance themselves from the alleged criminality, because they're quite aware of what an association with a figure such as this carries for someone who is carrying a position of a high-ranking SABC official, Deputy National Commissioner for Crime Detection. It's a very serious post to be carrying. And for you to be enjoying that kind of association, what happens is you'll see an MO where they seek to distance themselves through a third party. But what that in fact does is that it draws you closer, because it's clear through the WhatsApp exchanges that Witness F has no real investment in these conversations or interactions, and that he's clearly allegedly bidding on someone else's behalf.
And that's going to be interesting for, as Kenny says, nothing stopping the commission from going into that evidence, even though witness F has now been hospitalized. And we did hear evidence leader advocate Matthew Chaskelson say that he would be happy just to read at some point those WhatsApp messages into the record. So it's going to be a very interesting 4 days ahead.